absolute... Okay. Just wanted to make absolutely sure that you were there before we started to do stuff. I'm starting the recording, but I'm not actually going to start streaming until we're actually in the game. Oh, Essential has an update. So you might want to update Essential. I don't know if I ever migrated you to... Fucking hell. I don't know if I ever migrated you to the Prism launcher.
You, didn't.
Fuck. Let's do that real quick. Alright. Hold up, let me just put Discord into streamer mode. I forget how to do that. Appearance. Not appearance. Accessibility. Nope. Voice and video. Nada. Notifications, keybinds. Notification. Streamer mode. Oh my god, I'm blind. Click. Alright, so, show me your desktop, so long as you have nothing incriminating on it.
Hold up. Because right now you're on my phone.
Yeah, currently our, the part of our DMs shows nothing incriminating, so it's good. It's fine. And that was from earlier today. I was helping out. As of recording. I need to make this very clear. As of recording. Properties. I feel like I should change this a little bit. The clock. Properties. Not properties. It is under filters. Yes. Yes, filters. Alright, so... Is there a way to replace color? Color correction. There we go. That's totally how you do that. Ta-da! Now the time will stand out more. And yeah, I normally like 24-hour time. Bite me. This is just my stream chat window. It has to be open for the for like the little black box on the right to actually properly show chat. So yeah. I'm considering putting a mouse cursor. Or what if it would be locking the mouse cursor? Nah, it'd be more like a capture software, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm kind of glad everything scales properly. But, you know. Oh, hey, Firefox has an update. Now, the reason why I stuttered there was because this is actually just a redone, as you could tell, Mozilla Firefox, just a redone Firefox window. So, since that's just a redone Firefox window, if I were to, per se, update Firefox, it would still run, but some functionality might be broken or malfunctiony, causing there be a need to restart it. And technically, I could do that because I'm not live right now. Don't want to do it. The kick animations are great. I have 5 minutes. Should I do it? Nah, I'll do it after a stream. Like it says, it's important, but not really. Security update for Firefox. Yeah, no. It's fine. It'll be fine till after the stream. So yeah, as for normal stuff, this is live. This will be live in a couple minutes. Get out. I'm going to correct that. Okay, just FYI, if you hear banging on my door throughout this recording, that's just the zombie trying to get into my room. Yeah, because there's totally a zombie in my house. Just trying to... If it hears me, if I get too loud, it'll start banging on the door. And when it starts banging on the door, I just have to be quiet for a little bit and let it go away. It sounds like a young Vietnamese child, so, you know, might be the ghost of a young Vietnamese child inhabiting a flesh suit. Ooh. But yeah, all jokes aside, it's just my little sibling. I very seriously, I very seriously don't want him interrupting the stream. Jesus Christ, Prism is out of date. Why don't they just have, like, the news, like, directly piping in from Multi-MC? Because, like, let's play with on this for 25 seconds. Oh yeah, because I accidentally launched it. Yeah. Total play for 1 day, 2 hours, and 13 minutes. I mean, when you put it like that, holy hell. A day of my life is wasted to Minecraft. Zach, you there?
Oh, hold up. Let me just, uh, yeah.
Okay.
My mind is deprived of sleep.
You've done this again? This would be the second time that you've done this to yourself. Stop it. You're killing yourself. Quit it.
Anyhow, yeah, let's play some Minecraft.
We will be live in... I don't have the milliseconds. But I do have the seconds. Up, there we go. Like I said, every hour on the hour, I will be live. I'm just launching up Minecraft. Oh, I recently got a small-ish rugged case. Oh, right. I should probably delete the backup. Quick game. I'm going to do something real quick. In the event that we fuck up, you know what I'm about to say. Open parentheses, BKUP. Okay. And launch. There we go. You know what I've just done. Okay, single player. You ready to join?
Yep.
I accidentally spammed escape. Oopsie poopsie. Click. Next. Click. Done. Back to game. And the game lags a high hell as you attempt to join. Correct? Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's like standard practice at this point. If the game lags a high hell and you've opened the game to LAN on Essential, it just means that someone's trying to join your game. That's kind of unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, that's what we were doing last time. Competitive building!
I was making mine out of dirt.
Which I told you would not look as nice, and would look ugly.
It still works in the end.
It does work, but as I said before, it's fugly.
But it works.
As long as it's tall enough, yes, but as I said before, it's fugly.
But it works.
But it's fugly.
And don't get mad, but I got Divinity 2.
I'm not mad.
Huh?
I'm not mad. Was it on sale?
No.
How dare you? I am disappointed in you.
What? It was worth it in the end.
I said wait for it to go on sale so you could save moolah.
It was worth it in the end, okay?
It's not, no. No. No, it was not.
You get to basically create your own D&D campaign. That's a
Okay.
win in my book.
You can do that with literally any board game software.
But does it have 3D figures
Yes!
that are completely what's the word I'm looking for?
Posable? That's possible.
No, I mean they're not. Well, they're more like 3D characters that completely move. And you could summon monsters that completely move.
Time to jump off a cliff.
That completely moves.
Time to jump off a cliff. Because more money was wasted.
Oh, okay. How am I gonna do that?
Why are these called potato chips? They're obviously fries. Whoever made this resource pack was obviously British.
Hmm.
Also, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Schlatt on this one, but I think that Britain is a failed nation. Do you know why?
Also, I can get you Boulder's Gate.
I don't want it.
Why?
I don't want it! It's too talked about. It's too overwhelming.
But
A game, in my opinion,
isn't that good?
in my personal opinion, a game overstays its welcome after 5 hours of play.
What?
After 5 hours of play, unless it's an open
don't-
world creative type game like Minecraft, it has overstayed its welcome. It needs to go.
Well, Divinity 2 has that kind of feeling.
Where it overstays its welcome?
Oh no. You can create your own story.
Okay. Not interested. Hours of my life will not be wasted on creating campaigns.
Well, it's not that hard.
No. Can you let me in? Nah, I don't reckon. I will. Can you let me in? No. Alright, you're making me do this. I really don't wanna. Can I come in? No. 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 Can I not come in? No.
Oh god.
That was fucking great. I love Tom Scott. All the content he does. That being said,
What?
a lot of people said that Anthony and Ian created the most brain-numbing humor on YouTube for a time, and just like, isn't that kind of the point?
What about a game that's made by Microsoft?
Ew. No. Die. Begone thought.
You don't.
Remember,
It's a
I
game-
want nothing to do with Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
That just makes it even worse. It sours the deal.
Does it though?
It really does. That means
Does
that
it,
there's
though?
probably some backdoor into the software to where it can leach into your system even deeper. Especially if you're not running Windows. I don't like Microsoft. I think that they are nothing but a malicious company. that's just my personal aspirations, but like that's what I think and it's what I believe. It's what I've been led on to believe by my personal experiences regarding Microsoft. They're a malicious company that do not care about their user base and what their
And by
user
the way,
base needs.
is my tower tall enough now?
Hold up. It looks so fugly.
But is it tall?
It looks so fugly.
Is it? Yeah, it's tall enough.
Oh god, it looks so fugly. Also, you know that since you're building it so close to mine, the efficiency of it will be reduced.
It'll still work in the end, right?
It will, but very much reduced efficiency.
That's fine.
It's not.
That's fine.
It is not.
This is fine.
As the world's burning down around them.
Yep.
It's not fine.
I wish I had a gaming chair, then I could sleep in it.
Why would you ever want to sleep at your computer?
I don't know.
Whereas the bed could literally put you to sleep in seconds.
I
If
sleep
you-
while gaming.
What? You must not be playing intense enough games then. I'm serious. You must not be playing intense enough games.
I don't know about that one.
Rainbow Pop-Tart Cat Barfing Simulator 2012. I need to make that a game. Barfing Rainbow Pop-Tart Cat.
Wait, does a ladder ruin the tower? The tower's effect?
No.
Huh?
No.
No? Okay.
It's just
I'm gonna climb on that.
aesthetically jarring.
I'm gonna climb on the outer layer then.
It's just very much aesthetically jarring.
Alrighty.
You want to make the most fugly thing ever, don't you?
Hey, this is my my noob, my noob version of it.
Oh my fucking god.
You must be impressed.
Mob grinder, except it actively spawns less mobs in the world.
I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this.
Ah! I dropped 575 frames? When? And how?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Where's my phone? Where is phone? Ah, there's my phone. And turn on, swipe up, unlock the phone, swipe down because it's a droid. Tap do not disturb. Tap home, Tap, swipe, 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 swipe. Tap, press and hold TikTok. Tap the information button. And tap force stop. Tap OK. For my security, I refuse to have TikTok running. Which is fair, right?
Yep.
Considering TikTok has a screen scraper built into it.
Also, yeet.
What? Why?
I don't know.
But you keep killing yourself. Quit it!
I'll try.
It's
promise
really, it's really getting concerning about the sheer number of times you've offed yourself.
It's
Like, it's really concerning.
feels like skydiving, but you're on a parachute.
Skydiving with a... How to die. Step 1. Fall off a cliff. Step 2. You bloody bastard!
Can you help me? I don't know what the fudge I'm doing. Yeah, this will just be my watchtower. You know what?
Just
F it.
destroy it.
No.
Destroy it.
No.
You know what would be better? If you destroyed that absolute eyesore and actually let me build.
Nah.
Please destroy the eyesore.
No thanks.
Please.
I like my dirt building.
Please.
It feels wonderful.
I am begging you to please destroy the eyesore. And you're refusing to destroy the eyesore. I'm considering finding gunpowder. For obvious reasons.
Then find your gunpowder.
Gunpowder and sand. That's all I need. Gunpowder and sand. I already have a flint and steel. Gunpowder, we can obtain it from creepers. Sand, we have it somewhere around here.
What about the flint? Huh?
We have a flint and steel. You just committed suicide again.
I accidentally did that time. I accidentally fell to my death.
You know, eventually someone's going to make a death compilation of just all the times your message comes up on screen. And what you're saying in that moment. Right?
Wait, what?
Eventually someone's going to make a death compilation for you. Like all the times you died. In chronological order.
This is my dirt tower. It's entirely made out of dirt. My dirt tower is completely made out of dirt.
I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
It doesn't even have a door. That's how confident I am in my tower.
Well, congratulations. You're an idiot. You remember the baby?
I don't know. My brain is still trying to...
Where it's just like, oh my god. And then he takes the piece of paper from the baby and he just sees a scribble and he goes, "You're an idiot!" It's a fucking baby, what do you expect?
Look at all the sugar cane. I found.
The
Wait,
cocaine
who
of
put all this?
the
Wait,
cocaine
did
of
you
the
put all the sugar?
gods. The cocaine of the
Did you
gods,
put?
the sugar
Did you
cane.
put? Wait, did you put all the sugar here?
What do you expect?
Because it seems like a. It doesn't seem like a natural phenomenon.
He's natural around me.
Well then, here's my
Make it
counter offer.
longer. Make it longer. Wall
Oh,
of
that's what.
sugar cane.
Oh, that's what
Wall
she
of
said.
sugar cane. Wall of sugar cane. Wall of cocaine. Wall of sugar cane.
We're just gonna have a lot of sugar cane. Then we can make lots of maps and a
Or
lot of
books.
cakes.
Or books. Also, you know you could hit the only the top two and not have to replant everything?
Eh, it's funner this way.
Alright, I just told you how to be more efficient, but whatever. Okay. Time to kill off. I just want to set the world on fire. Flick. Ah, it burns! It burns!
How do you even get up there? Up to that tower?
Oh, ideally, once you've completed it, you never do.
But it's not complete.
Then I tower up with dirt.
That's... Shouldn't you build a ladder?
No, because then that makes it look fugly.
Like mine?
Exactly. I have standards. You're just a sick. No, Ma. I'm not a psychopath. What's the difference? One's a job and the other one is mental illness. Ah, poor Sniper, honestly. His parents don't understand him.
Hmm.
But he is a mercenary. So, like... Also, you know Scout still voice... Like, the voice actor for Scout still voices Scout, right?
Hmm.
Like, in fan-made content and whatnot.
I mean,
Might as well capitalize off of it, right?
doesn't Heavy as well?
Kind of. Except he doesn't do as much as Scout. I mean, Scout literally has a YouTube channel dedicated to it. Like the voice actor for Scout.
Hmm.
He's also the youngest of all of them, which makes sense. He's playing a younger character, so of course. The more childish mentality is exactly what they need. Oh, by the way, did you know that that there was a legacy idea of how GLaDOS would look? That kind of looked like HAL 9000.
Hmm.
You just left the game.
Wait, it did?
At least that's what's
What
on
the?
my screen.
Yep, I timed out for some reason.
I... Confusion. But okay. Also, did you know that our entire internet infrastructure is based upon Linux?
Hmm.
Also, I don't like how communistic some people can be whenever it comes to software and gatekeeping. It's almost like they don't want people to have a choice in what software and what hardware they decide to use.
Hmm.
Which is really concerning, you know? For all the obvious reasons. Like,
Yeah. I'll be right back.
okay. Can you at least go to sleep before you do? Before
Wait,
you
what?
can you at least take a sleep in Minecraft? Thank you.
Yep.
Good. Now you can leave. When the days are cold and the cards are full and the saints we see are all made of gold. When your dreams all fail and the ones we hail are the worst of all and the bloods run stale, I wanna hide the truth, I want to shelter you, but with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come, this is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. That's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. They say it's what you make, I say it's up to fate. It's woven in my soul, I need to let you go. Your eyes, they shine so bright, I wanna save that light. I can't escape this now unless you show me how. Oh. There was an Undertale song at one point that went dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun 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 da da dun dun da dun da dun da dun dun dun. Right, that one piss moonshine video. Sniper's moonshine. I find it funny how, like, governments exist to gay people and control people, and to a certain extent. And then the US government's original purpose was to, remove those restrictions, and it just became exactly what it sought out to destroy. The gatekeeping, the restrictions, all of it, right? And now it's huge corporate companies in which control and rule the world, so I hate it. I hate everything about the modern world. Next year they're going to discontinue the 360 marketplace. Perhaps the only good thing happening next year is a Hell of a Boss is going to come out on, was it Paramount Plus? I think it was. But no, it was Amazon. Whatever. Point is, that's the only good thing happening next year. And that's kind of disappointing, right? Windows 10's losing more support by the day. Windows 7 is losing support at a faster rate. It's sad how quickly 7 is losing support. And it's all because big corporate companies believe in Microsoft's damn lies. Also, I love that the box, all Nintendo boxes say any copying of content will, any and all copying for preservation is essentially piracy. It's not, and never has been, and never will be. But the fact that Nintendo is so paranoid about this is insane. It genuinely makes me wonder if the CEO of Nintendo has a tinfoil hat on at all times. If the people have access to the back-end capabilities of our hardware, and it becomes an open system, then that means that we won't have any more control over it, and it means that we It would be a less secure system. There have been studies conducted about the security of open systems. And the thing is, every single study returns conclusive evidence of just because it's an open system doesn't make it any less secure. Sure, it makes it easier to integrate into and see flaws of, but it doesn't make it any easier to break the already installed copies. Open content, so long as it is, well, managed properly, will always be safe. Why, you think I use Linux? It's safe, it's secure, and the fact that Linux itself is one of the few options in which thoroughly allows you to choose what you have installed on a system level is why I chose it. Specifically Mint, because I didn't want to go through the effort of configuring XFCE to, you know, function much more like Windows. Like, I get it, XFCE kind of works like Windows, with its sidebar and whatnot, that you can then move down to the bottom bar and then you can customize it like that. I would just rather have it fucking work. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say half the time I just want to turn the PC on, navigate to what I'm doing, and do it. I literally could not care if like, I believe this is for most people. I could not care if, like, it would take a couple hours to set it up. Or just a couple minutes. The fact that I can't... The fact that it's not... It is relatively easy to set up most of the time. Like, with XFCE or installing a different desktop environment altogether, it's simple. Sudo apt install, and then whatever desktop environment you want, package name. Easy. That'll install it and all its dependencies. The things required in order to make it tick. Zach's been gone for a little bit. I hope he sleeps so that, you know... Since he's taking forever to come back, I'm just gonna risk it. Like, it's whatever if I die, I just respawn. And go collect my shit. But, like, I would prefer not to die. As I have played hardcore before, and I actually have all my 3 recorded attempts of hardcore. Yes, I tried 3 times. Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to no one ever checking, no one ever joining my Twitch stream. Hi! Hello, Creeper. You fucker. Stay away from me. I am so sorry. Holy hell. No, 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 no. Consume. This is why I don't like buying trees in the dark. Now, if Zach would get back so I could actually, you know, skip the night. So anyway, hey Ghostly. How's your day going? Sorry, normally... Set by a man... Yeah. Hey, glad to see that you found my Kick channel. I set the latency. Oh, good. Normally no one ever joins my stream, so, this is a nice treat, you joining me today. Thank you for, taking time out of your day to be here. Now if Zach would get back, I could actually, like, do something. So what have you been doing recently? Because I can't have time to spend and whatnot. What's been occupying your life? That's a really weird way of saying, how has life been for you? But, you know. Trade school. Yeah, I don't really have a comments on trade schools. I hear they're decent for, like, getting, official certifications and whatnot in anything in which you need to be proficient in, but I have just opted not to. I could go, and I'm not against going. I've just opted not to because of the money you would need to get into it. It's not as much as a college, but it's still a substantial number. Oh! Well, few tips for you. Whenever it comes to older IT systems, you might actually end up getting into older IT systems. Like, newer IT is probably what you're going for. The reason I picked the trade schools because this list is... Yeah, I see. Older IT systems, and you probably will be working with semi-older IT systems. Sometimes you'll get something that looks like spaghetti. And the reason why I know this is because there is a YouTuber, like there is an IT professional turned YouTuber, and it's just their YouTuber username is LexiKitty. So I've used Windows 7 before, so it'll probably be fine. No. Servers like this, in which I'm talking about, probably still run Windows 10 Extended Support Release. Windows 7 servers, if they are online still, they're probably in an abandoned building somewhere. Because, realistically, Windows 7's been outdated for long enough that it has been fully replaced. It's a sad thing to say, but it's been fully replaced by now. XP hardware, good luck trying to get any sort of support for XP. I know modern servers don't dare run XP, or the Windows Server version built off of XP. Most servers you're going to come across are probably either, it's probably going to be Linux based, honestly. Since Windows 10 is going to be in service, okay, so I heavily recommend the Linux distro I'm currently using, which you can see by the streams from line. I personally enjoy utilizing Linux Mint 21.2, as Linux Mint 21.2 has a similar UI interface. Actually, I could show you the UI to it. So I'm just going to alt drag this up here. So this is like the general UI to it. The taskbar normally doesn't shrink down, and these are special icons. And this taskbar is completely customizable. Like, I've customized the clock, and that's about it. But, this is the XFCE variant of it. But, the cinnamon or mate variants aren't that different from this. So yeah, you have the taskbar like in Windows, you have the start menu like in Windows, which is very easy to navigate. Like, if you have more than what can fit on the thing, you could just scroll. And if you want to resize it, just like in Windows 10, just resize it to whatever you want. It'll remember it.
I'm back.
Ghostly joined my, Hey Zach, Ghostly joined the stream. What about Debian distro? This is a Debian distro. This is a Debian Ubuntu distro. Ubuntu is based on Debian, and this is based on Ubuntu. So if I do apt help,
Where are all the villagers?
as you can tell.
This village is empty.
Wait. What? Oh, yeah, I either imprisoned all the villagers, or the villagers got killed off.
What?
The surviving villagers are in the trade huts, if they did survive. And you just disconnected again.
No, yes it did.
Ah! My game lagged. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, I heavily recommend Mint if you're getting into Linux. But, if you don't want to go for a Debian-based distro because you assume that they, for some reason, have inferior performance or inferior compatibility to an Arch distro, you can try Manjaro. I wouldn't recommend Manjaro as your first distro, but you can try Manjaro. And good luck. Arch in particular I find less stable because it's the Arch user mentality behind using Arch that I dislike. What about distros solely related to gaming? Well, then you're going to probably want to go for Gardua Linux, I believe. It's an Arch-based Linux distro, but it has Steam pre-installed, it has Debian pre-installed, and it has everything you need to just jump straight into gaming right out of the bat. Even OBS Studio is pre-installed. Little side tangent, little side note is I wouldn't recommend updating that distro yourself without doing tons of research. Because being Arch-based, it has a high chance that if you update the system, then there's a high chance that the operating system may no longer function properly or even boot. Yeah. And you wonder why I don't recommend Arch to new users. It could break the... Oh, no. It won't destroy any hardware. It'll just, not boot. As in, like, you'll, it'll take you to a terminal, and then that's it. It won't progress. But hey, that's Arch for you. Linux is incapable of damaging physical hardware, to my knowledge. Like, if you had, like, a motor and, like, a hacksaw kind of system, maybe. But, like, unless you, like, specifically premeditatively set that up in the background, or, like, set it up initially, it won't be a problem for you. Also, a lot of people hate Linux for one reason or another. Oh yeah, we were originally making like mob grinders, or like trying to build mob grinders, and like Zach decided to try building out of dirt, and I told him it would be fugly. He still tried. And then gave up. All the popping sounds. ASMR. Do you think that DreamWorks Snow Animation Studios have been Snow Animation people care about? Yes. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah. I honestly think that you got it right on the money there. Like, Disney, they care if Disney makes an effort to advertise it. If Disney does not make an effort to advertise it, then that movie's going to flop. Like, the new Disney film Elemental. I have yet to see it. And the only reason I know about it is because of TikTok. 2020 and to now, DreamWorks has been cooking with their animation. Yeah, Puss in Boots' Last Wish, in particularly, was amazing. Like, the sheer cinematography of it is awesome. And it's not just that the animation quality has improved significantly, it's that you can clearly tell that a ton of care and attention was put into the film. Like, even slight details, like the the wolf, the death in particular, was in like several background scenes, like early on in the movie. Like specifically the background scene right before Puss gets crushed by a bell. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry for spoiling it for you. But like, death is there. And he mentions that he was there for every single lost life. Did I just seriously do that? I totally did that, didn't I? Yeah, okay. But yeah. If you, like, stop the movie and look in the background... Yeah, I know. If you stop the movie and look in the background, then, you would clearly see death there. Like, he was there for every single death that Puss experienced. Even the one where he was drunk cheating at a card game. I'm serious. That's one of his deaths. A lot of people have tried to relate Puss's deaths to like real world people, or like a fable or whatnot. I just like a good movie. Stop trying to dissect it. It's a good movie. Leave it at that. If there is deeper lore, then leave that to the theorists. But unless you are a theorist, just enjoy the damn movie. Now, I'm a tiny bit of a theorist myself. So, I can understand the desire to theorize on certain aspects of movies. Certain aspects. I'm not Matt Pat Wild, okay? In fact, if you think because of Puss in Boots Last Wish we're going to get another Shrek movie, I believe that's what was hinted at the end of the movie, so there's a non-zero chance that we might. But considering how the last Shrek movie was like 7 or maybe 8 years ago, how would they pull that off? Or else I believe it was 7 or 8 years ago. If it was more, then I'm just old. Like really, really old. I really need to cure that zombie villager. Why is this face falling backwards? Why is he covered in pancake batter? I know this is a hot take or not, but Toy Story should have ended at Toy Story. I completely agree. Toy Story 4 was completely unnecessary.
Just like a Kung Fu Panda 4 will probably be unnecessary.
Yeah, probably.
Because, yeah, they're making Kung Fu Panda 4.
I mean,
they confirmed it themselves.
A lot of people say that Kung Fu Panda 3 was great, and that we need to dive deeper into the world. No, we don't. Ah, fuck! Lava! Ah, fuck!
What happened? What? What did you lose?
I don't know what I lost.
Don't tell me you lost any diamond tools.
Oh no, we still have our diamond tools.
Oh, thank God.
I think I just lost all my stone tools. Which sucks.
Oh, that's not good.
I hope I didn't have anything ghostly? Yeah, I know. What movie are we at with the Fast and Furious franchise? I don't fucking know. I
It's all
think
about
it's
family.
I think it's like 30 something at this point. It's
Actually,
absolutely. Do it.
well, it's not. Fast and Furious is not that. It's not that continued. Probably at. I think it was at 10, I believe.
It's about 20 or more. It's gotta be 20 or more.
I think the latest one was Fast and Furious 10.
Still, it should not have gone on for this long. It was 10? Okay. So yeah, I'm just out of the loop apparently.
Yeah, and the moral story is always it's all about family. That's
So
always the
yeah,
moral story.
that is a death pit. Why'd we just cover it?
Hmm. You can just pull the rug. Um. And trap your enemy.
The rug. What rug?
The rug of what's covering it.
It was covered by a thin layer of dirt. This is why you shouldn't dig
Yeah.
straight down. I wasn't digging straight down, I was digging horizontally and I fell into the hole.
Well then.
You're the one who's notoriously digging straight down, or is that someone else? I think that's someone else, actually. But yeah, now we actually have a reason to fear digging straight down in the newer updates.
Yep.
Like, there are huge chasms. You don't need to
Or-
fear
Or
lava.
Warden.
Well,
Oriented
yeah.
cities.
Yeah. But, like, ideally, before the whole, like, huge caves and cliffs update, at least part 2 of it, which was 1.19. No, 1.18 was caves and cliffs, and then what was 1.19?
I don't know.
I forgot what 1.19 was, and I forgot what 1.20 is. All I know is that 1.20 I had the most useless mob in the game. The sniffer. That is the dumbest mob I have ever seen. And it also added pottery, kind of. In the worst possible way, as per Microsoft's discretion. Oh, the wild update, okay. 1.19 was a wild update, which only added a different kind of swamp variant, and that was it. One 1.20 added the sniffer, which I honestly have to say, very dumb mob idea. 1.20 will be the... You mean 1.20. No, 1.21, right? Because I'm running 1.20 right now. What was update 1.20? What do you mean, nope? Hold up. Minecraft. Yeah, I am. I actually am. Prism, if I go edit version Minecraft 1.20.1. I am running Minecraft 1.20.1. I am not insane. This is Minecraft 1.20.1. So Tales and Trails is update 1.21, not 1.20. And this isn't a beta, this is release. By the way, just figure I'd mention that. It's been out for a while. I got the old blog post. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I understand. It's totally understandable. Two shovels. But yeah, it's not a problem. Which weapon would you actually use? A golden axe or an iron axe? Both of them are enchanted. And the enchantment they have a sweeping edge. Okay. I would have an iron axe due to the durability. Just the raw durability of an iron axe. Because a golden axe does not have that much durability to its name. No gold. The gold tools have like the absolute worst durability. But whenever it comes to shovels, they are the absolute best. For combat, like I said, iron axe. Once again, for like hordes of zombies, and because they deal as much damage as a netherite sword. But like, I would prefer, like, it actually lasting through the combat scenario. The weapons have a speed advantage. Okay. The speed advantage doesn't matter if it just breaks within 5 to 10 swings. Like, that's counterproductive. Now for shovels, if you had Unbreaking 3 and Mending on a gold shovel, and you use it kind of sparingly, then you're probably golden. Because golden shovels, if you didn't know, break are like instant break whenever it comes to any form of blocks like this.
Hey Fox.
What's up?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Wait, right now? It's only dead center of the stream, dude.
Yeah.
But please don't. Please.
How long do you want me to stay?
Do it.
How long do you want me to stay?
Until the end of the stream, then you can go.
And how long is that gonna take?
I normally take 3 hours for the stream. We're an hour and 20 minutes in.
Uh,
So roughly an hour and 40 minutes. Roughly. Would you rather... Ah! The Minecraft story mode question. Honestly, I would have to fight 10 zombie-sized chickens. Mostly because their damage, even if it's doubled to me, like in real life, those things are not hostile to humans. Or if they are hostile to humans, they're just not, you know, pressured to do anything. Now in Minecraft, I would instantly kill the 10 zombie-sized chickens in a heartbeat. Because they are non-hostile mobs. Also, I love how in Minecraft story mode, your decision, like the first season, your decision at the very beginning of the game actually determines the fate of 2 characters at the end of the game. That's great. Got a question for you and the person you're playing with right now. What are your thoughts on PC piracy? Alright, so let me be very transparent and clear about this. If the game is over 10 years old and hasn't received a major update in at least 5 years, then, and like the parent company wants absolutely nothing to do with any of the intellectual property of the game. So like, for example, old DOS games, Legacy XP games, archives of Windows XP software, early Windows 7 games that the companies have since completely discontinued. Games like that, and like games in which you can no longer obtain legally otherwise, like Minecraft Story Mode, I say it's perfectly justified to go ahead and pirate those. Because, like, especially in the sense of, like, preservation. Because, like, preservation has 2 sides to the coin. There is preserving it, which is basically piracy, but the legal way. And then there's the other side, which is actually being able to experience the archived content. Now, whenever it comes to modern game piracy, hell no. No. If the game is supported by the developer and still in active development or still actively being supported, no. That is straight up piracy. That is illegal and I will not stand for it. Consoles are different. I am going to say this, and I don't care whose heart I break, but especially when it comes to Nintendo, if it is a console, and that console is thoroughly discontinued, if the game is available elsewhere, I recommend to direct you to the elsewhere place. See, when a console's lifespan is finished, there's no more updates, that means it's fair game. I agree with that to a certain extent. It's fair game unless that game is on another system and still supported. For games like that are still supported on other platforms, I'm going to say it's up to user discretion. Do they want to support the original developers who sunk hours upon hours of their lives into the games? Or do you just feel like they don't deserve your money, so you play the old outdated version anyway? So whenever it comes to Nintendo, my understanding is, if they're not redistributing it as a purchasable item on a newer system, you really shouldn't pirate their games. Because, like, they sink so much effort into, like, the games they release. Like, Super Mario Galaxy. What about for people who bought the game to rip the actual ROM and play it? For people who rip the actual ROM to play it, they're in perfect legal standing. I actually have absolutely no quarrels with that. If they want to rip their own ROM and do whatever it is they want with their own ROM, more power to them. It's whatever they want to do at that point. They legally own a physical copy or a digital copy of that game that's tied to something they own. So therefore, go for it. Who am I to stop you? Right? If you own the game, then you should own the game. Not a license to play the game. You should own that copy of that game. And you should be able to play it in however means you feel is necessary. So whenever it comes to Wii U games, I don't shed that many tears when CMU comes out and emulates Wii U perfectly. Well, not perfectly, there are major issues with it sometimes. But like, for the most part, I don't shed too many tears when an emulator comes out for a console that's dead. Now, whenever it's like a in-service console and you rip your own ROMs, that is perfectly fine too. So long as you're not distributing your ROMs, thus constituting it as piracy. If you're distributing your own ROMs for people to play, if it's just a friend or two, honestly, if it's just a friend or two, to allow them to experience it while they're over at your house, that's kind of the equivalent to you just saying, hey, wanna play this game with me? There's an online multiplayer mode that only works if we have two different systems, kind of thing. That I understand. Speaking of Wii U emulator, I've been having trouble trying to play Breath of the Wild. It keeps saying the console needs to be updated. Huh. That's weird. Then again, I don't have, I've never used CMU. I've never used the Wii U emulator CMU. I have a real physical Wii U right next to me that runs Breath of the Wild perfectly because it's a game made for the console. And yes, I did nab a archived copy of it because honestly, I wasn't going to spend, what was it, $7,000 to get the entire Wii U library before it shut down. I don't have that kind of money. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, do you have Nintendo Switch to play Tears of the Kingdom? I refuse to get a Switch. If I do get a Switch, it will be a launch model Nintendo Switch, and it will be homebrewed. Because I just, no. No. I refuse to use the Nintendo Switch in its stock configuration. And, I don't care for Switch all that much. I just did that. Alright. So, yeah, I don't care for a Switch. Speaking of the Switch, I heard you can overclock it, by the way. Yeah, it turns out that the Switch actually comes to you underclocked. So, whenever you get the Switch, it's actually underclocked. So instead of running at the max speed it can run at, it's actually running at, like, I believe it was a fourth? Or was it like half of its normal speed of the processor and graphics processor? It's wild. After overclocking it, someone was able to get a smooth 30 FPS because the game's locked to 30 FPS unless you use like Yuzu to unlock it. I completely agree. It's just an OLED display on the Nintendo Switch. It's just an OLED Nintendo tablet, is all it is. Zach, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Tired, though.
You could chip in. You know, say something on the regards of, like... How about this? Next topic that gets said, I'm forwarding it to you. So, Ty, what are your opinions on Sony handhelds? Zach, what are your opinions on Sony handhelds? Like, do you miss back in the day when Sony actually made decent handhelds?
I don't know.
Right, you probably didn't even grow up in that era, did you?
Probably not. Oh.
The PlayStation Portal is trash. I'd imagine it's just an Android tablet with a custom GUI.
Well, I'm gonna get some sleep.
The stream's not over yet!
But...
You barely survived 12 minutes!
Yes.
Come
and I can't survive
on!
another hour.
No, please. 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 You can go straight to bed after the stream, I promise.
I can't wait another hour. I'm sorry.
Wait, it only streams from PlayStation 5s and you have to own a PS5 app in order to even use it? That's dumb. The PS Portal sounds like a ripoff. But why sleep, Zach? Why?
Because I fucked up my sleep schedule.
Well, and that's your fault.
Yes. And unfuck my sleep schedule. Guess what I need to do?
You need to sleep.
Exactly.
I get it. But also you agreed on the first stream that you would stay for the whole duration of the stream while we're streaming. You can only... You just left, didn't you?
You can survive with...
How dare you? Now I have to... Aww. You know, this series is exclusively about me and you, Zach. That's it. That's why I made it.
I know, I'm just tired today. I didn't get the sleep I wanted.
You know what? Okay, fine. You can go to bed. Just as long as Ghostly stays, so I actually have company.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
Stay on the call.
Do what?
I'll stay on the call.
If I hear snoring on the call, so help me God.
Hey, I don't snore.
Yes, you do.
I never heard myself snore.
You never hear
My
yourself snore. It's always other people who have to suffer through you snoring.
My mom never heard me snore. My brother never heard me snore.
Every person snores. It just depends on how loud they snore.
I don't really snore that loud. I mostly just use my nostrils.
Ow.
I snore quiet.
Yeah, my brother wanted to create like a Minecraft SMP at one point. But that didn't exactly go as planned, so
You can hear me, right?
yeah.
Cool. Cool.
So, Ghostly. Quick question for you. Who else would it be for? What do you think about joining an SMP? Like a Minecraft SMP? What, like, it'd be hosted by my brother, of course. I think it'd be good. Oh! Cool! Potentially new member alert. Oh, wrong item. I'll ask my brother if I can invite you. And we can get like a comprehensive list of players. And once we have that list of players, we can actually start streaming and doing stuff. Now, in particularly, I am a redstoner. Which basically means I specialize in redstone. Specifically technical redstone, which means that minecarts. I like minecarts. I like hoppers, stuff like that, basically. Like, automated farms, I'm not that good with. Unless it's like sugarcane or... Like, I know how to make a decent sugarcane farm. And it would be completely autonomous once the user builds it. They don't. Speaking of redstone, I saw a YouTube tutorial where someone made an orbital bombardment cannon using a chunk loading errors to actually coordinate and launch TNT via a specific chunk. Okay, okay, cool. But I'd rather not break the game, thank you very much. I'd rather, not use exploits, bugs, or anything in the game for that. I just use redstone as it was intended, kind of. Now, some janky redstone stuff I can, you know, chop up to it just being Minecraft. Like, oh hey, quasi-connectivity, that's just Minecraft being Minecraft. No thanks. Not here. Not on this channel. Mostly because I don't know what Kick's policies are on link sharing and that. Maybe over Discord later. But I do like seeing things like, how a guy made a recreation of Discord in Minecraft just using command blocks. Which is intriguing. Have you ever heard of lore biblically accurate redstone? No, I cannot say I have. Also, at one point I got a comment on one of my YouTube community posts stating that they love my Minecraft videos and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, I'm glad you enjoy them, but like, I don't have a skincare routine for you. It was, I love your Minecraft videos. By the way, do you have a good skincare routine? I'm just like, I don't know if that's supposed to be an insult or if you're actually genuinely asking. Once I get one of those buckets, I'm going to scoop up that lava, find dripstone, and make infinite lava. Just so we can have basically infinite obsidian. You know what? Forget. It's the most thought-provoking, interesting way for people actually use redstone to create biblically accurate things. Somebody made a computer, granted it was limited, but it was a computer nonetheless, entirely made from... Oh yeah! I've seen those. Like, a guy recreated Flappy Bird, a guy recreated Snake, a guy recreated... I believe a 16-bit computer is the highest we've ever gotten. And someone actually made a Minecraft game within Minecraft, using nothing but redstone and a mod to speed up the tick speed of Minecraft. Which is absolutely insane. Minecraft in Minecraft. Which is awesome. think if somebody has the time to record. I mean, you never know. Perhaps they already did. I'm also interested in like transformative mods in Minecraft using command blocks. So like how at one point Mr. Cat turned Minecraft into a 2D rendition of itself. Well, not a true 2D rendition of itself, but you get the idea. It had structure. It was intriguing. How long are you going to stay up for? So, I have roughly an hour and I want to say 14 minutes left in the stream. No, wait, that's how long I've been live for. I have an hour and 25 minutes left in the stream. I meant that's how long I've been recording for. So I always do a little section before the game begins. As like exclusive YouTube content. And sometimes after the stream ends. As exclusive YouTube content. So that way it gives users a reason to... Oh. Sleep. It gives users a reason to watch both. You know? So the archive will not just contain, like... I don't get why that happens. It annoys me. That doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Why would it work? Do I have the wood to make a button? I think I have the wood to make a button. Actually, I already have a button. Wooden button. Wait, do I have a single piece of redstone dust? So for some reason, this machine has a habit of breaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pillar up here. And I'm going to build a small little redstone addition. Simply called the reset button. What will it do? Obvious. Do you have any other thought-provoking questions you would like to talk about? Not really. Oh, here's one. Here's a curious thing. Are you interested in the Raspberry Pi family of single-board computers? Because if you are, I have some intriguing news for you. In case you didn't know. Kind of thing. Especially handheld projects. Well, intriguing thing, the Raspberry Pi 5 is no longer a joke. It's real. The Raspberry Pi 5 will be releasing in October of this year. Like, actually released. $80 for the 8GB version. $60 for the 4GB. I'm telling you, this new Raspberry Pi is awesome. It is 3 times as fast as a Pi 4. It has a full PCIe Gen 2 with Gen 3 hackability. Like, a full PCIe slot on it. And yes, Jeff Gerling has already put a graphics card on it. It has yeah, ET Prime talking about it. Yeah, I think that a whole bunch of like pre-release samples were sent out to like all the big Raspberry Pi YouTubers for like experimentation and sampling of like the Pi 5. And from what I saw, holy hell is it powerful. PCIe slot, does that mean we could actually fully put Windows on it? Yes. But, actually we've been able to put full Windows on it for a while now. Also, the, that little, there's like a debug pin set called the UART pins. The UART pins actually give us, like, readouts of what the system is doing as of that exact moment. No more GPIO shenanigans. So, with the UART pins, we could actually get drivers. Like, we could actually make full-on drivers for it faster. And since AMD's drivers are open source, we can actually potentially get full hardware acceleration in Windows on it. It's exciting. That being said, don't expect much from the Raspberry Pi 5. Like, at the end of the day, it's still a Raspberry Pi. Right? It's meant to be an entry-level single-board computer for hobbyists and enthusiasts. It's not meant to be much else. That being said, I was able to run Source on my Pi 400. Speaking of Windows on ARM, have you heard of WinLator for Android? Yes, I have. And, I haven't played around with it much, because it seems like it would require a lot of storage space because of how large Windows XP and Windows 7 games are. But in theory, you could use that to run Portal 2 on Android, at least until Miller user gets through. Until 50 on your phone. Oh, you didn't actually need to do that. You don't need that WinLater application in order to run Undertale on your phone. There's like a whole like Spanish Discord server I'm in that actually has Android builds of Undertale and Deltarune. And they work fine because they were designed and built for Android. If you want, after the stream, I can send you a link to it. A link to the server, so you can obtain the APK files and everything, and try it out on your phone. And from my testing, no, there's no malware, no spyware, it just works. And it even had like the custom backgrounds, you know, from like the console editions. It's like the full PC content with some of them, you know. But the fact that I was able to run it at a stable, somewhat stable frame on for a literal phone, although emulation it was. Yeah, I agree. x86 simulation on ARM is actually getting pretty decent. Let's hop back to Linux on this conversation for a moment. You've heard of Box86, right? The x86 emulator for ARM SBCs. Well, it's impressive enough to be able to run full Linux Steam. It can actually run full Linux Steam, which is really impressive, considering, you know, how demanding Steam has become, and how many times it phones home in a minute. The fact that it's able to even somewhat get Steam running is astounding. Now, of course, whenever you run Steam games on, like, say a Raspberry Pi, you're not going to get good performance. And from what I've heard, Portal 2 doesn't exactly run well, especially when running Vulkan. But from what I can tell, games like Portal, even though there's a native port, Undertale, which was intriguing, Shovel Knight, and games like that run really well under Box86 and Box64. Well, specifically Box86 if you're running 32-bit ARM, Box64 if you're running 64-bit ARM. But you get the idea. It's really impressive. I don't know why I'm collecting all this dirt. I just guess I am. Whoever YouTuber has actually used main motherboard framework computer. I have not seen that video. I've seen a guy use a framework motherboard to create a legacy console. That wasn't actually a legacy console and just used microSD cards disguised as cartridges, but... And that was rather recently, actually. But beyond that, no, I haven't seen someone making a portable out of a framework laptop motherboard. Must be really impressive, though. But I can't imagine any form of motherboard trimming would be viable, especially since you're actually working with PC components in it. So, yeah. Stretch to sleep away. I have like another hour I need to do. Framework motherboard laptop is modular. You can literally take out the PC. It's so small and it's big. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, like, Wii U gamepad-like size, maybe. But if you're talking about, like, pocketable, definitely not. It will not be pocketable. But if you're talking like either Wii U gamepad or like Steam Deck size, then maybe. Show you the video if you like. Send it to me in Discord. I'll watch it eventually. Because it does seem intriguing to me. Because I want to know how they managed to fit that whole motherboard into a, I'm assuming, a small, compact design. You know what? I think that's going to be enough cobblestone to get a little bit further into the build. You know what? I'm just going to get like a stack. More dirt. Just because. You killed my friends. Ha, funny thing about your friends, they didn't have to be here. What? Yeah, they had a place on that train and you pulled them off of there. Okay. So now I've got to cover this in dirt to make it a spawnable platform. Oh, and by the way, the spawn radius is all the way out there. I have a lot of spawn proofing to do. Also, I don't even think this is high enough. It might actually not be tall enough. Because, like, if it ain't tall enough, then mobs will spawn in underground caves and they'll spawn everywhere else. Okay. I won't check it until like after the stream. But like, you're welcome to send it to me. Is it 7? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 8. Oh, have you ever played any of the Kingdom Hearts games? Like, I hate Disney with a burning passion. But they know how to make confusing lore. From what I've heard. Oh, okay. I've just seen, like, some audio clips through TikTok. Like, you killed my friends. Funny thing about your friends, they didn't actually have to be here. they had a place on that train and you took them off of it, you are the reason that they are dead. Kind of thing. It's this sort of dark kind of explanation thing that kind of makes you feel guilty, but like it's also the kind that gives you enough lore to like supplement yourself for a while. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just glad Matt Pat hasn't gone over the lore of Kingdom Hearts. Because, Jesus Christ, are there enough people going over already? People who've played a lot more of the games than I have. And people who have a lot more hours in it than I do. I would even go as far as to say that it's not even a good idea to try contesting half the people. Who do Kingdom Hearts lore stuff. What's your favorite? What is FF? Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay. Yeah, my brain just clicked Final Fantasy. You hadn't sent a message yet. The only Final Fantasy game in which I've ever played is the Nintendo DS Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for Nintendo DS. And if I'm gonna be honest, I've played the first Final Fantasy for my NES Classic Edition. I was not interested. But the DS Final Fantasy was not bad, but I also wasn't that interested in it. Like, Final Fantasy isn't for everyone. Doesn't click with me. If I had to guess, there would be tons of lore for that as well. Just swept away into the corners of the internet. Trying not to be reached by people. But people dig. I haven't played either. Unless X2 is Crystal Chronicles, I haven't played either. I believe it was Crystal Chronicles Ring of Fates. What is the full name of it? And yeah, nah. The NES game was literally just called Final Fantasy. So, yeah. Final Fantasy Ah. But yeah, the first NES Final Fantasy was literally a kind of choose your party kind of thing and then roam around the world kind of game, and it just did not click with me. Perhaps I should have built over that ocean. I'm trying to. But I think I might have wanted to build it over an ocean instead. Because I feel like I've made a grave mistake. I mean, worst case scenario, right? I just lower my render distance, lower my distance of simulation distance. Worst case scenario, I lower both of those and just... No, more simulation distance and render distance, but you get the idea. Worst case scenario, I lower my simulation distance and just call it good. But yeah, I'm trying to make him up right now. At least, I assume I am. And I also have to make an iron golem farm eventually. Because we're kind of out of iron. Like, so how's your time on kick? Honestly, underwhelming. I kind of half expected more people to be interested. So I decided to just stream what I wanted to stream, and no one seems interested in older games and everything. Which is kind of unfortunate, because older games kind of molded how newer games exist. If it weren't for the older games existing, the newer games wouldn't exist at all. Right? Like, it's just stepping stones. I'm considering doing a whole Half-Life series, since I now own licenses for all the Half-Life games, where I play through, like, I've played through shards of the Half-Life franchise, but I've never actually played through the entirety of Half-Life before. So, like, I'm considering just playing through Half-Life on stream. What do you think about that? Would you watch that? And then, like, on YouTube I chop it up into sections and then post it to YouTube? I'm just looking for feedback, because if I can get feedback, I can, yeah. I was just looking for feedback because in reality, you're my audience. So it's whatever you say goes. with some exceptions. We're not going to go off the rails and just go full porno mode here. No, 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 no. Although Kick does actually have, like, some mature pages. Like, there's literally a bathtubs and bikinis page. Or like a hot tubs and bikinis page for Kick that I could do, but I don't want to do that. I just don't feel... No. One question related to streaming. What's up? There we go. Okay, yep, the dirt burial on the shovel has ceased. Hey, rotten flesh. Actually not bad to have. If you have like 32 rotten flesh, you can actually just... You're going to stay on Kick, Twitch, or YouTube. So I'm technically doing both Kick and YouTube right now. Twitch has been unfairly treating their streamers for a long time now. So I felt that if we want to show Kick that we can't just... I have more cobblestone in my inventory. What the fuck am I doing? I figure if we want to show Kick, not Kick, if we want to show these big major streaming companies, like, that we can't easily be pushed around like that, might as well go with a direct competitor to everyone, right? Because I figure if you go, like, direct competitor to everyone, wouldn't you be able to, you know, justify what you're doing? Well, not justify, but like, you get the idea. Wouldn't it just be more freeing, is what I'm trying to ask. If you aren't, like... but then again, I suppose you're, at that point, trying to pledge more allegiance to the company you chose to side with you. There's no good scenario to this. As a streamer, there is absolutely no good scenario for this. Either you're alleging to use one company, and only that one company's products, for the rest of your time streaming, or you're insubordinate to the company in which you're trying to stream for. And sadly, there is no in between. Yeah, well, I'll pick that up later. Whatever, it's dirt. Oh, FYI, did you know you could soft lock yourself in the end? If you're like in a hardcore world, there's a way to soft lock yourself in the end. And I'm only considering it soft locking because you have to cheat in order to, you know, you have to cheat in order to get yourself unsoft locked. But do you know what I'm talking about, Ghostly? Or is your brain just blank? I'm gonna stay streaming on Kick and then post my archives to YouTube, if that was the answer to your question. Oh, god damn it. You know what? Fuck it. I will come back with the stonecutter. And the pickaxe. But yeah, I haven't completely played through Alex yet. I kind of fucked myself over. Like, instantly when I got to that point, I just kind of... I absent-mindedly shot at some lightning dogs. And, let's just say that that was a bad idea, because that allowed for me to go into a boss fight. That is difficult when your quest keeps disconnecting from your PC. A lot more difficult than it should be. Book. Search for... Oh, what was it that I was looking for? Stonecutter. Turn off caps lock. Stonecutter! Oh, God. Do we have stone? I could get stone by smelting it, but like, I don't wanna. I have to. Okay. While that's smelting, lack of music is kind of nerving. Well, I only have 40, I want to say 6 minutes left. I think I'm going to trade for emeralds. Close the book. I think that every single programmer would agree. If it works, don't touch it. But like, that's just if you're not confident in coding. If you're not confident in your ability to refactor code, then are you really a good programmer? Like, are you sure that you're a good programmer? If you're not confident in your ability to refactor code. Blick, 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 blick. Find kind of funny that mascots for big video game companies just kind of do their own thing nowadays. Oh, I'm back. I mean, if you want to, it's been a bit, so we'd have quite a fair bit to catch up on that we didn't catch up on stream, so yeah. Sure. The stream will be ending kind of soon, actually. Because, like, you've almost been here like an hour watching the stream. So, like, yeah, it's that. I decided to take a short break from doing the whole tower, the whole mob grinder thing. Mostly because I needed a stone cutter. And I decided to, like, cobblestone smelt, and then I decided, why not? And since I said why not, well, you know the rest. I hope. Also, I find it funny that any experienced player will instantly turn on to advanced tooltips. Like, you just ask any like veteran Minecraft player, and they're just like, turn on advanced tooltips. Because it shows you the exact durability in numbers of your tools and equipment. I think that this was just a 64 system, but okay. So beetroots kind of suck. Okay, go ahead. That's something funny, even though I've played Minecraft from time to time. I haven't been in the game fully. Oh. Well. Honestly, nor have I. I bounce around from game to game every now and then. Even though I primarily stream Minecraft, it's because I know Minecraft is safe. Well, kind of safe. Relatively safe. You know? It's a safe bet to know that there's going to be people out there who enjoy this game. Oh yeah, definitely. I completely agree with that sentiment. To say that Minecraft has a story is like saying like, hey, did you know that there's this whole other part of this game that you've potentially never heard of before? And it's just like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Let me take a gander at it. Takes a gander at it. It's just like, nope, that is far too much effort for me. I'm just going to make small little, stupid little redstone machines that will build bridges for me, even though it takes longer to build those machines than it would be to build the actual bridge myself. Talking from experience in mumbo jumbo. Like his first-hand account on it as well. Because I think that we both just unanimously agree that playing the sandbox part of this game is just so much more fun. It's so open-ended to where you can literally do anything you want. Even do massive war crimes. And no one can stop you. What's your favorite SMP series on YouTube as of this moment? Honestly, I haven't been intrigued with too many of them. So, like, the closest thing to intriguing to me was that there's this one SMP in which I'm trying to join. In my war crimes, do you mean that one contraption with a piss at the end of No. But could that be classified as a war crime? Like, no, war crimes are more like, you stabbed someone without mercy. Kind of war crimes. Anyway. You stabbed and killed someone without mercy, or stuff like that. Like you weren't thinking about your country when you killed someone. Kind of ordeal. Say you just needlessly killed. Also, canonically, all the mercenaries in TF2 have committed some form of war crime at some point or another. Yeah. Sounds familiar. It's like burning down someone's house is classified as a war crime. Okay. Makes sense. Also, I love how my resource pack makes emeralds look like rupees. Killing a dog. Why specifically a dog and not a cat and or a dog? Like, that seems specifically targeted. Right? Like, don't cats have value to their lives too? I mean, people attached to dogs. Have you seen John Wick? I know the story behind John Wick, but, like, I'm just saying that I don't have that attachment to dogs. I actually have a much different experience with dogs. I'm more attached to the lovable feline that won't leave me alone unless I feed him, and then he leaves me alone until he wants attention. I'm used to felines wanting to get their own way. And to an extent, that has molded me as a person to not get into people's way, and I completely agree. Some cats are assholes. But it's just in their nature. You can't get mad at a cat for knocking something off. Well, yes you can. You can get mad at a cat for knocking something down, but at the end of the day, is it worth it to get mad at the cat? Because the cat's just doing what the cat knows. And yes, the cat, if you irritate a cat enough, the cat will start attacking you. You could totally do that. I've done it several times with Rascal. I'm waiting for someone. Now I think about it. I'm waiting for someone to create a piece of content that the TikTok algorithm cannot categorize. When that day comes, TikTok will just be like, where do I place this? I don't know where to place this. And then, like, eventually it's going to place it somewhere it doesn't belong. Like, it would be an indescribable video, okay? Like, a video that you just can't describe. It'll probably be that weird. Did you change your stream overlay? Yeah, I did. So, I decided that if I wanted to have a Windows Vista aesthetic, why not just use Windows Vista? So what I did was I created a virtual machine in VMware of Windows Vista, and then I took a screenshot from that, and then I cropped out the background of it so I could change the wallpaper if I want to any image I want. I cut out, I'm sorry if the microphone is too loud. Just tell me if the microphone's too loud, and I'll turn it down. I professionally cut out the VMware Workstation Player image, the VMware Tools icon. I professionally, and I like took 3 separate notepad windows and sized them how I wanted them on the desktop. And then I decided to, since I put those three exactly where I wanted them for the overlay, and I installed I installed a couple other applications. Like, I specifically installed MyPal, and I specifically installed VLC, because MyPal is a modern Windows XP browser that works on Windows Vista, and VLC Media Player has worked on Windows XP for years now. And its base hasn't changed at all. It still supports modern Linux. And as a matter of fact, it still gets security fixes for modern Linux specifically, in which roll all the way back to Windows XP. So if you want a really good streaming service, or like a thing to where you could watch live streams or videos, like modern YouTube videos, MyPal plus VLC is the way to go. Also, if you have any problems with, like, getting stuff like that to work, there are, like, plugins and whatnot to get it functional again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I read someplace that'll actually help it. Do you think if there was a zombie apocalypse, do you think physical media, which would be much more appreciated and more sought after entertainment? Yes. Yes, very much. I believe that NES, SNES era games will just become the best games. And games in which never relied on the internet, because at that point, if a zombie apocalypse did break out, who's going to be able to maintain the internet? Right? Like, the internet will no longer exist. So, like, first-person shooter games in which rely on an internet connection will suddenly no longer exist. Overnight. Or, like, during the zombie apocalypse starting. Like, it'll be a slow burn. Like, eventually, I mean, if you have games downloaded, you can play them. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. So long as those games don't rely on the internet to function. So, like, CSGO would probably still work if you got a bunch of computers together with CSGO installed. And so long as you have, like, copies of CSGO. Steam will be the detriment to so many games. Because even if you have it installed, like, after a week of having no internet, like 3 weeks of having no internet, and all your Steam games will just go away. With no way to get them back. Because if you know, after 3 weeks of no internet access to Steam, Steam will just no longer allow you to launch any games without connecting to the internet. So the Steam version of Half-Life will be gone. Any form of game in which you haven't compiled source for, so like the raw source engine recompiled versions of them, those versions of the games will be gone. Completely irrecoverable. The Steam version of Half-Life will also go away. Because the Steam servers for validating the fact that you own the game will no longer exist. And since those servers will no longer exist, after 3 weeks, it'll be gone. Without having an activated access to network, this feature is useful. Pasting client feature requires. Yeah, that's correct. But games, like I said before, in practice, games that in practice you need to connect to the internet every 3 weeks. And since the internet will no longer exist, it's kind of hard to connect to the internet when it doesn't exist. And money will be the absolute least of our concerns. If Fallout is anything to go by, there would be much, much worse things waiting for you in the wasteland. Do you think you could? Absolutely not. I am not strong enough, nor am I capable enough, nor do I have the confidence in myself enough to use a gun to defend myself. Like, yes, my generation, which might include your generation as well, will be thoroughly fucked. There's no better way to say it. My generation, including myself, would be thoroughly fucked in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Or nuclear war, for that reason. Guns are impractical in the zombie apocalypse. Melee weapons are king. I will say that that is true. Guns would... like, they would be overpowered in, like... yeah, I know. Guns are overpowered in the short run, but in the long run, like, unless you can make your own ammunition for it, good luck. Like hell, a cannon would be more useful. That said, yeah, melee weapons may actually be superior if you have the raw brute strength to actually use them. If you have the raw brute strength necessary to be able to use a melee weapon efficiently, yeah, I could see melee weapons being king of all weapons. If you're going to use the cannon, where would you find gunpowder? That is a valid point. That actually has ground to stand on. Oh, hello, Mr. Enderman, in which I feel like I'm not going to go and attack. I need more stone. That's why I'm... yeah, I need more stone. But yeah, I don't know where you'd find gunpowder for a cannon. I'm just saying a cannon would be more useful. It's like an overpowered, oversized gun that has wheels for maneuverability, so it's not really maneuverable. So calling it a gun is kind of semi-disingenuous. Like, yes, it does fire things, and the whole definition of a gun is that it fires things. But, like... see, this is what I said about Zack snoring. I said it. And I mean it. Everyone snores. Now I have video proof that he'll be able to see in a week when this actually gets posted to YouTube. And like, actually, yeah, posted to YouTube. I'll actually have genuine proof. What about Half-Life style apocalypse? Well, Half-Life style apocalypse, yeah, I'd be able to survive. I believe I'd be able to survive. Because a Half-Life style apocalypse, like, the zombies all move at a set speed. You don't have, like, I was thinking previously more of, like, Walking Dead. But if I have a crowbar, and like a Half-Life style apocalypse, I'd be set. You know how powerful the crowbar is. But then again, I'm also not Gordon Freeman. An emerald for a pumpkin? That's a bad deal. A pufferfish. What about 28 days later? What is 28 days later? What do you mean by that? Sea pickle, pink tulip, nautilus shell. You're selling a nautilus shell? How did you get a nautilus shell? Remember, I haven't played that much into Half-Life. Give me some slack whenever it comes to that. The brown mushroom. Sea pickle. Pink tulip. This is just a bucket. I can kill the pufferfish. And get the item pufferfish. The Wandering Trader is not very good NPC. Like, I get why it was added. And like, it's not... I mean, you survive running zombies. I bet if you could run like using Bolt. Yeah, no. I can't. That guy, I don't know how he runs as fast as he does. But I'll tell you right here and right now, I am not that fast. And since I'm not that fast, I would die instantly. I would not be able to. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy it from the Wandering Trader. But no, I cannot run like Usain Bolt. I will buy the bucket of pufferfish off you. And pumpkin's a bad deal. Mushroom is yeah, sure. I bought 2 brown mushrooms. You're gonna start drowning now, little fishy. Yep. Item pufferfish. Would you say the cameraman no diff self-fiction? Do you mean like Skibidi Toilet lore? Cameraman? Also, I don't think that there's actually a cameraman. I think it's just like a super ultra wide angle camera that just captures in 4x3. Which is a lot better than just... Unless they actually have footage of the cameraman. So... I don't think that... I think that the cameramen would probably keep themselves sane by recording things. I think that eventually, either the plague will die off, because, like, rotting, decaying corpses, right? They can't last forever. And if it's nuclear fallout, can't we just, like, radiation dissipates over time. Like, it's a long time, but, like, eventually civilization could rise back up from it. A better civilization that doesn't resort to nuclear war. Like, in theory... Yes, I'm saying in theory. It could happen. That is true. Otherwise, we'd be starting anew, and we'd basically make the same mistakes we made before. In which case, that would be counterintuitive for everyone involved. Actually, historians may keep written record. So, in theory, yes, our history might be preserved through written record. At least, in theory. And not all of our history will be kept intact. Because you know that there will be raiders. There will be bad people out there. There will be people... For a zombie apocalypse type scenario, I understand how it's more dire and how people would need to either work together or be assholes and just raid people, but then again, they're not any better off themselves. Realistically. Because, like, they themselves are still in danger. If they want to enslave people at that point, then all they're doing is making their lives harder. Oh hey, a spider jockey. Also, there's like an insanely rare combo in Minecraft. What about Planet of the Apes scenario? I have never seen Planet of the Apes once. And I honestly feel like I would get bored of it rather quickly. Like, I got bored of 2001: A Space Odyssey really quickly, so I don't think I'd be able to survive through just watching that movie. Oh hey, a pillager raid party showed up. So long as I don't get noticed. Did they wander off or did they despawn? They wandered off, okay. I say as I see them. Again. Don't mind me, I'm just terraforming the world. I feel like those pillagers are looking for a fight. Oh god, my cat wants in. One moment. Better late than never, kitty. Basic stars may die in a significantly great number due to a virus, since that virus mutates, making humanity dumber and apes smarter. Yeah, okay. First of all, the virus would have to be spread through some means. I would probably take extra precautionary measures, plus my immune system is strong. So, realistically, I don't think that's even feasible. Like, yes, there are some medical conditions that can make you become dumber or even reset you back to like a childlike state, in which requires you to you know, relearn motor functionality and everything. But like, if I'm being honest, I don't think that Planet of the Apes scenario can exist. Sometimes they're really, really smart use guns. Yeah, and I know that apes can use guns, so that would be a horrifying world. Assuming that it was realistic, of course. I'm not at all implying that it is realistic. I realistically think that that's just cuckoo crazy. I don't think that there's any virus, human-made or... I'm just saying it's not likely that within my lifetime that would occur. Now, the nuclear war and the zombie apocalypse is highly likely. Actually, hell, the nuclear war has already been threatened several times within my lifetime. Yeah, we did almost get taken out by a virus. That is true. Well, no, we didn't. We didn't. Like, the entirety of all countries got, like, completely locked down. The smart people would have survived. And the immune... or, like, the people who, you know, are endurant enough would survive. As for me personally, I did not get any of the COVID vaccines. Ever. And I, to my knowledge, have never contracted COVID. Antibiotics are going to be the death of us someday. Maybe. But antibiotics are very much helpful in so many scenarios. So many medical scenarios. But yeah, I've never gotten any vaccination for COVID. I know I'm one of those rare few who haven't been vaccinated for COVID. But for half the things in which I've seen about COVID vaccinations, like a couple years into it now, there are some serious health problems brought up by the COVID vaccines that were not properly tested. So, yeah. Vaccines are kind of like the epitome of preventative maintenance, you know? What? I'm going insane. Antibiotic resistance is only the landing. Inevitable at some point. It's going to fall, and once it happens. What do you mean antibiotic resistance? Antibiotics are to, like, normally to help with, like, infections or whatnot. Didn't care for you anyway. Have you checked the news out lately? Absolutely not. Because, to my knowledge, the news is nothing but a bunch of fear-mongering. I'm more interested in tech stuff, so... no thank you for fear-mongering. Okay. But you know we can't have too much antibiotics because there are certain bacteria in your body that you actually need in order to survive, in order to live. There is certain bacteria inside the human body. That is a normal thing. To say that you don't need bacteria at all is a dramatic oversimplification. There are certain bacteria in which are useful to the human body. Of course, once we figure out how to do a Portal 2 and transfer someone's consciousness into a form in which they cannot die in, I feel like at that point humanity will no longer be human. Oh, funny thing about global warming. I have reason to believe that it just doesn't exist. Because I've talked to people much older than me, and they literally say that it was just as hot today as it was years ago. So, if global warming exists, it literally takes thousands of years. This summer, This summer was one of the hottest summers I experienced. It's regularly hot in Florida. Then it could be a one-off. Alright, die, you fucking skeleton. Yeah, I'm just going to go sleep. Bread. Bread. I need to get rid of bread. Hey, a skelly spawned right there. Alright. This... I'm just saying... Oh. I'm just saying that events like extreme heat like this has happened before. And it will happen again. I believe there will always be a conflict of interest. Oh, my 3 hours have elapsed. I don't understand how people are so fast at getting things in Minecraft. You know what? I'll stream for about 30 more minutes. Oh, you mean 3. I know. I just wanted to make sure you could get water, and since I'm so close to finishing this, it would be a shame, like finishing my current construction work here, that would be a shame if I didn't complete it. You know? So I'm going to get to work finishing the roof of the thing, and it should be functional after that. If it ain't functional during the day, then I need to mob-proof everything. I'm only in this for 6 hours. Well, that just ain't right. It's 3 hours. It could be since I changed the title on the stream. I think that's what it is. Okay. I need to grab all the pieces of dirt that missed. Fucking skeleton. I hate when they fucking move. But yeah, I have not been live for 6 hours. I've only been live for 3. Anyway. Here you go. I told you I will after the stream. But I shall see. Discord. Oh, it does say 6. Why does it say 6 hours? Yeah, I bet since that's cool. But I bet it's since, like, I last, changed the title. That's gotta be it. Insanity to captivity. Quit scratching on my chair. Quit it. You annoying cat. Yeah, I don't know why it says 6 hours. Scratch the kitty, scratch the kitty, scratch the kitty. You can be in my lap. You know you can. Silly kitty. Oh, by the way, these two have mending on them. In your opinion, which is better, office chair or gaming chair? Honestly, if you want comfort, probably office chair. But then again, it depends on personal preference. I personally use an office chair instead of a gaming chair because, like, it's what we found in a abandoned storage locker. Oh, that's another thing. The whole reason I failed to catch last stream. The effectiveness of office chairs. But yeah, with most gaming chairs, you don't have armrests. Or like the armrests turn. And that isn't very ergonomic, is it? Like, if I'm going to be honest, if you want a chair with armrests at like a fourth of the cost, just get an office chair. Like, It does the job. It has armrests, and it's a chair. What more could you want out of a chair? Not to mention most gaming chairs are expensive. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. What was I doing in Minecraft? I've completely forgotten what I was doing in Minecraft. Ah, yes. I shall make a second bucket. Need I make a Do I have... Oh, is that what was burned? Oh, that's where the stonecutter went. Whoops. Where is... Do I not have a brewing stand? Hell. Yeah, they are. That's good. Where the I could have just melted the raw. Give me back this block. You're going back in here. I'm glad I did that before doing anything. Yeah. Oh, right. Planks from the Hell Dimension cannot be used as furnace fuel. I completely forgot about that. Because they're fire resistant. Which makes sense, you know? Anyway, night has befallen us, so... Night hath befallen us, so... Also, from an abandoned storage locker, I also got a bunch of DVDs and CDs, like blank DVD-Rs and blank CD-Rs. Like, it was out of, like, an office locker that was, like, abandoned. It's like, I have a ton of Kodak DVD-Rs, and I have a lot of Memorex CDRs. So that's neat. Also, a lot of people think that optical media is bad. I don't know if this is a hot take from my part, or from my perspective, but I think that without optical media, we would not have been able to store as much information as we have stored in the past. Not to mention, they were the way to do things before, like, large capacity hard disks came out and completely mitigated the need for them. Yeah. However, a lot of people have, like, this caveman brain about them, where it's just, like, optical media bad, and that's just the end of it. While I do agree that optical media does have something called data rot, which does happen. Sorry, my brain just blanked. Oh yeah, that's why I was smelting iron. Damn it. Oh, data rot is when, data rot is when a physical media gets... It's... I don't know exactly how to explain it. There is... It's basically, like, you know when, for some reason, like, you hadn't touched a hard drive in, like, years? And then, like, you turn it on, it spins up, but, like, half the data on the drive is corrupted. That's data rot. When data has been left alone for long enough to no longer register as data. Or at least I assume that's what it is. I could be completely wrong in giving you the wrong definition. But I'm fairly confident that that is what data rot is. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. I am incredibly stupid. Yeah, I could just do this. Oh, I am incredibly dumb. Anyway, note to self, 7 wide next time. So in theory, once I close this all off, it should start to function. I just hope I could do it within the next 13 minutes. Oh, by the way, someone actually, in one of the servers I was in, was doing, like, full-on Russian slur, like, not Russian slurs, but, like, full-on verbal assault on me and several other members of a Discord server. So I gave him a formal warning that if he wouldn't stop, then I would have to block him. He did not stop, he is now blocked. I reserve blocks on Discord for, like, scammers and, like, I believe it was, like, full on swearing people out and, like, calling them a child predator or something similar. which is beyond misinformation. By the way, I have been called a child predator before. Several times. That makes sense if he was acting like an asshole. He deserves to be. Yeah, he was. Basically, I don't deal with people like those. I give them one chance. Like, first impressions are everything. After their one singular chance with me to, like, and it was like a direct ping to me as well. So, like, I knew it was targeted towards me. So, like, I give you one chance. You're beyond that one chance, by the way. You're good. But if you're new, and you give me one... If you give me reason to suspect you of being a terrible person, I will give you one chance to prove that you are not a terrible person on the internet. If you do exactly what I think you will do, then you're getting blocked. I'm just saying, I don't need to be surrounded by toxic people. Oh, good. Also, are you actually typing it out, or is it auto, like, censoring it? Or are you not auto typing it out? Or are you, like, censoring it yourself? Because, like, it's totally fine if you swear. This is, like, more of a teenage, more adult thing than teenage thing. Then again, teenagers swear all the damn time nowadays, and they don't have a reason to. I'm using Google search to type on this. Oh, speech to text. Ah, I see. Yeah, then there's a way to disable that. Auto-censoring. Yeah, I have it disabled on my phone. Because I would prefer if I say something that is heard exactly as I told it. Exactly as I said it. Not as how some sleazy AI or a sleazy text engine wants to interpret what I said. And censor it so it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. Wait, you're on PC? How does that work? How do you have a speech-to-text application on PC? Now this I'm curious about. I'm actually curious about this. And that is done. So now, in theory, all it's left to do is wait for mobs to drop. And after that, I'll know if my mob grinder works. And if it doesn't, then I have to craft a lot more torches. I am preparing the torch method. Because I'm preparing to torch every single area that could potentially spawn mobs. Every single area. This area included. No area will be safe from my torchage. Just use Google Voice Search. How is... Alright, I don't understand how that functions, but okay. It is fine that I do not understand. It is fine to be ignorant. Unless you're actively hurting people by being ignorant, then stop being ignorant. If your ignorance is harming people, you should stop being ignorant. You mean speech to text? The other way around? Because that's kinda not how that works. Okay, yep. Good enough. I really feel like I should have built that taller. Ooh, I'm really starting to regret not building that taller. I'm really starting to regret not building that taller. Should I build it taller or should I not build it taller? I know it shouldn't be an active debate, but I'm debating whether I should or not. Also, don't mind that flat slab over there. That's where I was... that was from earlier. Anyway, I feel like I should just end the stream here. So... Ghostly, thank you for joining my stream. I'm going to end it. And, yeah, just thank you for being here. Being the one person who found my stream tonight. Anyway, good night to all. I'm going to stop streaming, and then I'm going to do a actual YouTube-based outro. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed... yeah, see you in BC. I forgot to say that before ending stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, the like button is down below. If you guys would like to support my content, the best way for you to actively do that currently is subscribing to me on YouTube. As once I get 1,000 subs, I can start making that little bit of money off of YouTube ad revenue. Now, YouTube ad revenue doesn't pay much, but it's a start. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!